Ever pondered on how far we've come in the art of warfare, from the crude weapons of ancient times to the sophisticated armament of today? We're standing in an era where the mechanisms of war have evolved far beyond the scope of simple human comprehension. The current state of weaponry is a testament to the leaps and bounds of human ingenuity, an era where technology and precision have melded to form the backbone of modern warfare. Today, the battlefield is riddled with the echoes of precision-guided munitions, missiles that can be programmed to strike with an accuracy that would have been unimaginable just a few decades ago. From the silent whir of drones in the sky, armed with smart bombs that can pinpoint targets with chilling precision, to the roar of hypersonic missiles that can breach enemy lines before a human eye can even blink, we're living in an era that's a far cry from the crude weaponry of yesteryears. The role of technology in shaping the modern battlefield cannot be overstated. It's not just about the sharpness of a blade or the range of a bullet anymore. It's about the algorithms that guide these weapons, the artificial intelligence that predicts enemy movements, and the autonomous systems that can decide the outcomes of battles even before they have begun. In the realm of AI, we're witnessing the rise of unmanned warfare, where drones and robots are taking over the roles traditionally held by soldiers. This isn't the stuff of science fiction anymore. It's the stark reality of the 21st century, where silicon chips and lines of code are as integral to warfare as gunpowder and steel once were. Yet despite the sophistication of our weapons, they remain mere tools in the hands of those who wield them. It's the human element that ultimately decides the trajectory of a war, the strategic decisions that can turn the tide of a battle, the ethical choices that dictate when and how these weapons are used. As we marvel at the sophistication of today's weapons, it begs the question, what does the future hold? To appreciate what the future might hold, it's crucial to understand the journey we've embarked on. The story of weaponry is a tale as old as civilization itself. In the early days, we started with rudimentary tools, sharpened stones, bows and arrows, and the like. But as our understanding of the world expanded, so too did our arsenal. The invention of gunpowder in the 9th century marked a major turning point. This volatile substance, discovered by Chinese alchemists seeking the elixir of life, revolutionized warfare. Suddenly, we had cannons and muskets, weapons that could deal damage at a distance. The Industrial Revolution in the 18th and 19th centuries brought about another wave of innovation. The mass production of firearms became possible, and the world saw the introduction of breech-loading rifles and machine guns. These weapons were more accurate, fired faster, and were easier to reload than their predecessors. The 20th century saw the advent of automatic weaponry and the development of handheld firearms. The AK-47 and the M16 became icons of their era, shaping conflicts around the globe. And then came the digital age. Today, we have smart weapons, guns that can lock onto a target and adjust for wind and distance. There are drones that can be piloted from thousands of miles away, delivering precision strikes with little risk to the operator. The evolution of weaponry is a testament to human creativity and technological prowess, but it's also a reflection of our constant striving for power, control, and survival. Each new invention, each leap forward, has been driven by a desire to gain an advantage, to protect, to dominate. The journey from primitive stone tools to today's precision-guided munitions is a fascinating one. It's a journey marked by ingenuity, innovation, and the indomitable human spirit. From primitive to precise, the journey of weaponry is a testament to human ingenuity. But where do we go from here? As we look towards the horizon, we can see the dawn of a new era in weaponry. A time when the science fiction of yesterday becomes the battlefield reality of tomorrow. Let's begin with one of the most anticipated advancements in military technology, AI-driven weapons. Imagine a world where a soldier's best ally is not another human, but an intelligent machine capable of making split-second decisions based on complex algorithms. These AI-driven systems could potentially process vast amounts of data in real time, identifying threats and responding with unmatched speed and precision. Next, let's shift our gaze skyward to the realm of autonomous drones. These aren't the hobbyist drones you might be picturing, but high-tech, military-grade machines with the potential to change the face of warfare. Imagine a drone swarm, a cloud of autonomous machines acting as one, capable of operating in environments too dangerous for human soldiers. They could undertake surveillance missions, deliver payloads, or even engage in combat, all without risking a single human life. Finally, we arrive at the frontier of energy weapons. These are the stuff of science fiction: laser cannons, plasma rifles, directed energy systems. But they're closer to reality than you might think. The potential of these weapons is staggering. They could offer unparalleled accuracy, instantaneous impact, and limitless ammunition, as long as there's a power source. But as we marvel at these technological leaps, we must also consider the implications. These aren't just tools, they're potential game changers, redefining the rules of engagement. With increased autonomy comes the risk of machines making life or death decisions. With energy weapons comes the potential for unprecedented destructive power. While these advancements promise a revolution in warfare, they also pose new challenges and ethical questions. The dawn of this new era is upon us, and how we navigate it will shape the future of warfare, and indeed, the future of humanity itself. As we venture into this new frontier, we must grapple with the ethical implications of these advanced weapons. The rapid advancement of technology has brought us to the threshold of a new era in warfare, where the weapons of the future may be able to operate independently, make decisions, and even target enemies without human intervention. However, this brave new world of warfare presents us with a complex web of ethical dilemmas that we must untangle. The most pressing ethical question revolves around the idea of autonomous weapons, machines capable of making life or death decisions. This raises the question, should we allow machines to decide who lives and who dies on the battlefield? As we stand on the precipice of this new era, we must ask ourselves if we are comfortable with delegating such critical decisions to artificial intelligence. Another ethical dilemma is the potential for disproportionate harm. Future weapons could wield immense power, potentially causing destruction on a scale we have never seen before. How do we justify the use of such weapons? Is there a line we should not cross, even in the name of national security? The ethical quandaries do not stop there. There is also the issue of accountability. In a world where machines make decisions, who takes responsibility for their actions? Is it the programmer, the operator, the military commander, or the nation that deploys these weapons? The shifting of blame could lead to a dangerous lack of accountability. Moreover, there is the concern for escalation. The development and deployment of advanced weapons could lead to an arms race, with nations vying to outdo each other. This could destabilize global peace, pushing us towards a future where conflict is the norm rather than the exception. The future of warfare is not just a question of technology, but also of morality and ethics. As we march towards this uncertain future, we must ensure that our moral compass guides us. The ethical dilemmas of future weapons are not merely hypothetical ponderings, they are questions we must answer before we step into this new era of warfare. In the face of these challenges, international law will play a crucial role in regulating the use of future weapons. As we venture into the realm of future weaponry, international law will serve as our compass, guiding us through uncharted waters. This body of law, which consists of treaties, agreements, and conventions among nations, has historically played a crucial role in setting boundaries for the use of weapons. Its role is not just to prevent conflict, but to limit the brutality of warfare and protect civilians. The advent of future weapons, however, presents new challenges for international law. The speed, range, and power of these weapons far exceed anything we've seen before. They can strike with an accuracy and lethality that were once the stuff of science fiction. This raises questions about how international law can adapt to these new realities. One key challenge is the issue of accountability. When a drone strike goes wrong, for example, who is to blame? The operator thousands of miles away, the designer of the software, the manufacturer of the drone. These are questions that international law will need to answer. Another challenge is the potential for an arms race in these advanced weapons. The Geneva Conventions and other treaties have been successful in preventing the use of certain types of weapons, but will they be able to keep pace with the rapid advancements in technology? Lastly, there's the issue of transparency. The use of future weapons could easily be hidden behind a veil of secrecy. This makes it difficult for international law to enforce any regulations. In response to these challenges, international law will have to evolve. It will need to be proactive, not just reactive. It will need to work closely with scientists, engineers, and military experts to understand the implications of these new weapons. And it will need to be firm in upholding the principles of humanity, even in the face of technological innovation. As we step into the future, the law must keep pace with technology to ensure that warfare remains within the bounds of humanity. As we've seen, the future of warfare is both exciting and daunting. The current state of weaponry is a testament to human ingenuity, blending centuries-old principles with cutting-edge technology. Today's battlefield is a high-tech arena where precision and power are paramount, and where weapons, from rifles to drones, are more sophisticated than ever before. Yet, this is merely the beginning. The horizon of warfare is brimming with possibilities that were once the stuff of science fiction. Laser weapons, railguns, autonomous combat systems, these are not just concepts anymore, but realities being developed and tested in labs across the globe. The next generation of weapons promises to redefine the very fabric of combat, making it faster, more precise, and in some cases, more detached. However, this brave new world of warfare is not without its dilemmas. The advent of autonomous weapons, capable of making life and death decisions without human intervention, present unprecedented ethical challenges. The question isn't just about how we fight, but who or what we allow to fight on our behalf. These are weighty considerations that demand careful thought and robust debate. The role of international law, too, is critical in this context. As we step into uncharted territory, the need for clear, enforceable regulations is paramount. The world must come together to establish rules that govern the use of these potent and potentially devastating technologies. This isn't just about maintaining peace and order, it's about ensuring that the promise of future weaponry doesn't eclipse our shared humanity. The future of warfare is uncertain, but one thing is clear: the weapons of tomorrow will be unlike anything we've seen before. As we navigate this evolving landscape, let's remember the lessons of the past and the values we hold dear. For in the end, it's not the weapons that define us, but how we choose to use them. As we close this exploration into the future of warfare, let's remember that weapons, no matter how advanced, are only as good or as bad as those who wield them. The march of progress in weaponry is relentless, and while it can bring about awe-inspiring leaps in technology, it also carries with it a great responsibility. Every new invention, every advancement in military tech is a double-edged sword. These tools can protect or they can harm. They can safeguard peace or they can shatter it. The onus is on us, the caretakers of this technology, to ensure that it is used ethically and lawfully. We must strive to remember that power, particularly the power to wage war, should never be wielded lightly. It is a weighty responsibility, one that requires wisdom, restraint, and a deep respect for the sanctity of life. The future of warfare is in our hands. Let's ensure it's a future we can be proud of.